Shut up and sit down.
Greetings, fellow Earth travelers. Oblyx here, coming at you today from a Christmassy Project Ozone Lite. How y'all doing today? Man, what a great day here in my Santa hat, up in the sky, living large. So, let's get back into our regular view and get on with it. I got some things to catch you folks up on, cause Oblyx been busy. So, we have had spawning like crazy of the cows and the other animals. I'll show you here in a second. And we got a chicken! Finally, after years of looking, after long searches in galaxies far, far away, a chicken has spawned! Way over there. So, what did we do? Well, of course, we caught him and put him in a box. And got eggs. Ha! I murder your babies. Actually, I kind of wouldn't mind if they hatched, but no. Actually, a couple of them have already hatched, and we got chickens in lassos. So we have pretty much all the animals we can get in these biomes anyway. We got cows and pigs and sheep and chickens and even some horses. So, you know, there are a couple, we got dogs we can't get in these biomes. We got ocelots left, can't get in that biome. So, you know, we've got pretty much what we can get. Now, let's pop downstairs. Actually, let me grab my water bucket. Come here, water bucket. I'm going to pop that right there, because I just turned on our squid farm. Yeah, I needed some black ink and didn't have any, so I built a real quick little squid farm. Just waterfalling from the top platform to the bottom platform. Put some goldy spikes, an item collector, and a golden chest that catches all the goodies. Now, if you remember, this is a slime chunk right in here, and we do get slimies spawning. Yep, see, little chunk of slime right here. If you look in the top, top left corner, it says slime. Yeah, it's a little bit of a slime chunk right there. Not here, but over here. So they will spawn and they start hopping around and they bang themselves on these spikes because they're stupid. And we have gotten some slime goodies in addition to the squid goodies. And I'm surprised we haven't seen some falling down already. Usually they come pretty darn quick. I'm the only one on the server right now, so you would think they would just be raining on our head, but they're not. Oh well. You can see from the chest over there, it does work. Now, I have updated our farm just slightly. Got enough feathers to get the upgrades going. Blows everything across into the smasherators over here. So we're killing everything in there as it spawns in. I did update these drawers to the single drawers, just because they hold a little bit more. So we've with the upgrades I've got in here, which I think is 1 gold and 1 silver or 1 iron, max is 256 items. So we're pretty much maxed on everything but the legendaries. So that's cool. Oh, something just died. You saw the little puffies over here. Most likely a squid. Could have been a slime. I don't know. Oh, there's one. Hello. Why is it every time I look up, there's never a squid? As soon as I look away, squid. It's teasing me. Anyway, squid farm does work. Now, God, these Endermen are freaking everywhere. Oh, cows. Gotta check. Must check. You notice when I did the intro over here, there were no cows. Because, ooh, there's a new cow. Hello, new cow. Come with me. We must collect all the cows. But in order to get new cows, we have to kill the cows we've already gotten. So we've had all those. Kill them dead. Let new ones spawn. We also have to kill the bunnies because cows fall under passive mobs, so as do bunnies. If you're leaving the bunnies alive, that's eaten into the mob cap, which means less cows for you. So let's dump off this food. No, I haven't killed any rabbits. Not at all. I do not harm innocent little bunnies. Ever, never, ever. Never do I harm bunnies. Pay no attention. You see nothing. So, what am I doing with all the cows, you ask? Well, we shall see. Now, I know there's probably 1,000,001 tutorials on how to make use of fluid cows. Hello, fluid cow. This is a nutrient distillation cow. It was one of the first ones I wanted to use because I want to get into some Ender IO stuff that requires nutrient distillation. And rather than making it, which I could because our mob farm down there is producing like crazy and we can go on and do that, I could just suck the juice out of the cow too, so that's a thing. So like I said, I'm sure there's 1,000,001 tutorials on how to use fluid cows, but I didn't watch them because I like to do stuff on my own. I like to figure things out myself, and only when I can't figure it out do I look for help from someone else. So this is what I came up with. Again, I'm probably not the first person to come up with this. Don't care. You know, it's just how I figured it out and what works for me. So I'm taking a mechanical user, shoving it into the cow, and normally there would be an empty bucket, but it's over here full of nutrient fluid right now because there's nowhere else for it to go. When this guy is set to entity and upper left slot only and has an empty bucket right here, it will try to milk the cow. As soon as the cow is available to be milked, it will grab that bucket and shoot it over here through this item conduit. Now I do have this guy set to in and out, and on the extract side I put a basic filter with an empty bucket blacklisted. So basically that tells the item conduit, do not pull out empty buckets, only pull out buckets that are full. So that's how it leaves that bucket sitting in there waiting until it's milked the cow. The empty or the full bucket comes over here to this Ender IO fluid tank, dumps the fluid into the tank, and then gets sucked back out into the mechanical user because this side is also set to in out with no filters. Of course, extract is set to always on, same as this side. So that bucket will come over here, dump its fluid, and then get sucked back into that mechanical user, waiting for that mechanical user to milk the cow again. And then I've just got a very basic fluid conduit pulling the fluid out of this tank and shoving it into this drum because this drum holds more. You know, this tank holds like 16, I believe. Yep, 16 buckets. This holds 256 buckets. So got a full bucket there, or full drum there. Got a full drum there. And of course the 16 buckets in the tank. So we got a ton of nutrient distillation. So I said, okay, I've got this process down. I know how it works. Let's expand upon it. Now, this part of the video I have already recorded. However, the plague of plagues, the audio was awful, and I wasn't going to release another video with awful audio. So, I threw it out. The work has already been done, so I'm going to show you work that's already been done. But I'm going to show you what I did. You know, unfortunately, you don't get to watch me build it. That sucks. I'm sorry. But I just could not release another video with just crap audio. So, yeah, we deal with it and move on. So we will go into the Nether. This is where I've been stuffing the cows, which is why I'm going to take this one cow we just collected in here. See, I've done a little bit of work in here. Our portal used to be right there. I did put this wall up because a gas decided to say hello. right there when I came through the portal, and darn near blew out the portal once. So I was like, nope, not doing that again. Put up the wall. Haven't had a problem since. And now the portal becomes part of our new barn. We have another cow milking facility. Yeah, buddy. Look at all the moo-moos. Yeah. Obviously, I've got the mob noises turned down because this room is very, very loud. So there are 30 cows on this floor. On this side, I've got cows whose fluid can be turned into ingots or blocks. On this side, I've got cows whose fluid, you just keep it in the liquid form, like rocket fuel and blazing pyrotheum. You use it in the liquid form. You don't need it in the ingot form. There is no ingot form. Then, if we go downstairs, dun dun dun, processing facilities. So remember the fluid side. This is what's going on for the fluid side. So we've got tanks coming, with a conduit right above them going into those mechanical users that are right underneath the cow. I don't think I showed you that. Let me go show you that real quick. Sorry, not having to build it right in front of you. That makes me forget what I've already showed you and what I haven't. See the mechanical users right underneath the cows there? Every cow has a mechanical user underneath it. And every mechanical user has a conduit underneath that goes down to that tank on the floor below us. And of course an empty bucket in it. And then same on this side. See? Alright, if I forget something else, just tell me and I'll show you. Yeah. So, they go into these tanks up here. So, there's the mechanical user, a conduit, with our filter on it, just like I showed you in the overworld, with the filter that's blacklisting empty buckets. And that is feeding these tanks. Now, all these tanks, for the most part, are full, so there's going to be a full bucket sitting here waiting to go. But normally it would go back up into the mechanical user as an empty bucket. The one difference is I'm not running a conduit between the tank and the drum. It's not really necessary because you can right-click on these tanks, click on this Configure I/O gear, and you see the little picture here where the tank touches the drum in the picture. If I mouse over it, it says push. I've set this to push. If you right-click, you can change the setting. So disable, none, pull, push, and push-pull. So we want it to push. That means it's pushing the fluid out from the tank into the drum. So it's just taking all the fluid that's up here and pushing it down here as much as it can until that drum is full. So the benefit is, if I ever want to change the cow up on the top, because I'm not filtering based on any particular liquid, I'm only filtering on empty buckets, it's easy. I just take the original cow out, put the new cow in, take this drum off. You can see I've taken several off already. Pop an empty drum on to drain that tank out. You're going to get 17 buckets because you have 16 sitting in the tank and one right here. So you're going to get 2 drums, one with 256 buckets if you look in the bottom left corner down there, and one with 17 buckets if you look in the top or bottom left corner right there. Then you can pop another empty drum on top of your tank and it'll start milking your new cow. Very easy to flip out, from one cow to another if you want to. And now you're going to notice these on the bottom. These are not connected to the cows up on the roof or on the floor above us. They're connected to cows on the floor below us. I'll show you in just a minute. This is the fluid side. So this is the ingot side. Yeah. So talking about the cows above us, that's these tanks up here on the roof, just like these tanks over here on the roof. So we got the mechanical user, an item conduit with a filter on it, blacklisting empty buckets, that's the important thing, feeding into this tank. Both sides of it are set to in-out, so that that bucket can move freely between the two. Because the tanks are full, you're going to see a full bucket here, just like you did with the other side. So this side, up to this point, this side and that side are exactly alike. Here's where the side alters just a little bit. We've got a fluid conduit pushing out of the tank, coming down into this Tinker's Construct casting table. And in that casting table is an ingot cast. So every casting table has an ingot cast. Now, some materials can't be made into ingots, or it doesn't make sense to make them into ingots. Things like coal, for example. Now, I could have put a casting table with a coal nugget here and made a coal cast, but it just made it easier to do a whole block because you can see the cold processes fairly darn quickly. And same with emerald right here. So I'm using basins instead of the tables to get the blocks out of those guys. I could have done that with the, instead of doing ingots, I could have done blocks here as well. It's player's choice on that one. It's probably a little cheaper, actually. It is cheaper to do the basins than it is the tables because you don't need the casts. Though you can make cast out of brass. They don't have to be made out of gold. So, and I actually have over there somewhere a brass cow. So I can make a whole bunch of casts free. But, you know, these are actually all made out of gold. I've got a gold cow too, so that's not an issue. But then underneath these casting tables, or to the side of them actually, we're pulling out, from the cows up top, like this line right here, we're pulling out from the bottom of the casting table. You see this is an item conduit, and it's set to pull out from the casting table and push into this drawer. So there's a signalum cow up there feeding fluid into the signalum tank, or into this tank with a bunch of signalum. That's coming down, turning it into ingots, and then they're showing up right here in this drawer as signalum ingots. And 2048 is as many as this drawer can hold until it gets upgrades. Good thing I have emeralds, so I can make emerald upgrades for the drawer, which is the largest upgrades available. Now, the next column is for the cows down below. So here we were able to go top, bottom, you know, above and below. But here, there's not enough space. It takes more room to do it. So here we're having to go side by side. So the tank is on the bottom. Then the casting table at the same layer, but we're pulling out of the side of the casting table. We're putting the fluid into the bottom, and then we're pulling out of the side for the ingots. And it works like a charm. So, of course, these are all full, too. So, let's go downstairs and check out the last set of cows. It's going to look pretty much like the top set of cows, just different colors. And the mechanical users are on the top instead of the bottom. So we got nothing down there because we're taking the liquid up, you know, on both sides. Now I did have to do a little curvy here because these pins are lined up with the pins on the top floor. But remember, we have to offset by 1 to connect here. Now you'll see these item conduits really should be connected together because they're right beside each other. And in fact, when I installed them, they were connected together. So there, those were all connected together. I used a device called a Yetta Wrench. Right here, it's by Ender.io, YETA. It's pretty easy. It's just some electrical steel and a gear. And if you right-click the conduits that you don't want to be there, they'll disappear. And they'll lose their connection, just like these have. So it works pretty darn well. So then, of course, we set these mechanical users exactly like we did the one in the overworld. All of them are set to entity. All of them are set to upper left slot only. And we've got the filter right here on this in-out conduit that's blacklisting empty buckets. And that's gotten us, you know, pretty much unlimited resources. So, you know, all the metals we could possibly want. I think we've gotten almost all of them, not everyone. Like there's steel and yellorium and signalum, lunium, cobalt, ardite, manulin, aluminum, brass, solium, refined obsidian, tin, copper, pig iron, just all kinds of stuff. We even got glass. I mean, we got glass for Pete's sake. And then, of course, all the liquids over here. And there's a crazy amount of those, too. So we got, sewage, because, you can't have enough of that. And gelid cryothium and heavy water that will help us in mechanism later. Refined fuel and creosote oil. And there's our brass I was telling you about earlier. And resin and zephrine erothium. This is thermodynamics. Destabilized redstone, also thermodynamics. Primal mana. I mean, we've got tons of good stuff in here. Pink slime and purple slime. That's biofuel. There's our purple slime. Essence. And XP. So this is the one special one of the liquids. I do, instead of having it go into a drum, and I could just throw a drum on there and it'd be a drum full of liquid XP. Instead of that, I have it going directly into this Experience Obelisk, because I can right-click this bad boy and say, give me 10 XP. Give me 10 more. Give me 10 more. Give me 10. Give me all the XP. I want everything. Or take all my XP. Whatever. I can put it in and take it out at will. So that's why we're using an Experience Obelisk. And we're doing the same thing. We're just coming in here, doing configure, and set it to push into the Experience Obelisk. You see, it just got a bucket. It just filled a tank, and it pushed it all up into the Experience Obelisk. And as we just let this guy sit here and run, it'll just keep getting fuller and fuller and fuller. So awesome. So there's refined glowstone and resonant ender and blazing pyrotheum. I mean, we got all tons of good stuff. Rocket fuel and dew of the void and concentrated clouds. I mean, we got tons of stuff. Brine, this will also help with mechanism. So yeah, that is our amazing production center. And unfortunately, like I said, I did sit here and build this with you guys in a video I've already recorded, and you got to watch me derp around try to figure this out. Yeah, I'm sorry that did not come out well. The audio was atrocious, and I'm just not going to do it, guys. I'm just not going to do it. If I can't have good audio, I'm just not going to put it out anymore. So, one other little thing to show you. Back over here are bonus cows. So most of these have already been milked, or there's no need to milk them. Like this water cow, I don't need to milk it. I can get water in 1,000 other ways. Blood, I've already got a drum full of it. Infinity, got a drum full of it. Meat, got a drum full of it. Milk, I mean, really fluid cows, vanilla Minecraft cows can give me milk. Not a thing. Mushroom soup, guess what? I got a drum of that. Heavy or witch water, got a drum of that too. So these are kind of used up cows. I don't ever see me needing more than the drum I already have. Infinity would be one that I could potentially use, except for in this pack it is disabled. Wah, wah, wah. I did go ahead and get a drum just to say I got a drum, but you can't run it through the smeltery and turn it into the Infinity ingots. That stinks, because that would make life much easier. Here's the Infinity ingot. You actually have to craft it in the dire crafting table. So, bum bum. Oh well, we'll just do it the hard way. So that is it for cows. We do have one new one, which is Vapor of Levity. Let's see what we can do with that. I don't know if it's an ingot or not, to tell you the truth. I'm guessing it's fluid only. Yeah, that's fluid only. Oh wait, that's water vapor. Where's our vapor? Oh, Vapor of Levity. There it is. So what can that be used for? Yeah, kind of nothing. Yeah, pretty much. You can put it into all sorts of tanks, and yeah, that's about it. Just put it into tank. So fair enough. It is basically just a generic fluid. So eventually we'll throw it into one of these pins and milk it for a bucket's or a drum's worth, and then it'll come and sit back here forever because, you know, we don't have any real use for it. But hey, my goal is to get one of every cow, so it is one of the cows, so now we got it. We'll mark it off the list. So I don't know how many cows are left. I have no idea how many cows there are in this pack. If you know, let me know down in the down below. But I just don't have a clue. Right now I've got something like 65, 66 cows. So, yeah, that's a thing. But let's head back to the overworld. So we're back here in the overworld. And last thing I want to do today is run through our quest and make sure we haven't missed any. So it looks like these are all caught up. Agriculture, we did do the watering can, so we'll take our middle one. And prosperity, we did get some prosperity shards, so we'll claim that. And of course that opened up the inferium, which we have gotten from our mobs. We'll claim that. That looks like, ooh, you know what? We have this in our cow farm. With the exception of this intermedium, we have all the others in our cow farm, but we do not have this base. Or do we? We might. Let's go look real quick. We'll hold on to these for a minute. I want to check, because I know we have base essence. We have a base essence cow. I don't remember if I put him on the liquid side or the ingot side. Let's see. See, there's our Prudentium and Supremium. And no, I'm not putting these cows in alphabetic order. Just no. Don't even. Don't even. Let's go down here. I did label them at least. So that's a thing. Let's see, crude oil, chocolate milk, essence, hooch, sap, firewater, aluminum, electrium, iodite, cobalt, manulin, copper, inferium. There's our inferium cow, solium, coal. There's our base essence. So we are piping that upstairs. Let's go grab some of that and see if that'll unlock for us. So this should be our base essence. It is. Gimme. Dun dun dun! Yeah! Alright, so let's get our... Oh, we already had the inferium ingots because I'd already grabbed some. And we got mystical ingot. Let's see, let's get some of that. And let's get some of that. Oh, we don't have the intermedium, so we probably can't get this one. Yeah, I haven't found an intermedium cow yet. Oh, it did give it to us. Look at that. Look at that. Oh, but it didn't actually unlock it for us to claim. Ah, bummer. We've got to get this intermedium. We've got to find an intermedium cow. Let's go ahead and claim these other ones, though, huh? So we claim, and we claim. Now, yeah, folks, I know you can do more probably with mystical. Well, I know for a fact you can do more with mystical agriculture than you can with fluid cows. I just wanted to try it. I've never really played with the cows before, so I just wanted to give it a go and see if I could do it. You know, see what I could figure out how to make it work. And I think I did a pretty good job. I think it's working like a treat for us. So let's check the rest of them and see what else we need to claim. We've got everything out of this category. Let's go to Ender IO. We did make an octatic capacitor, so we can claim that. We did make an experience obelisk, obviously. And a slice and splice. I did have to make one of those. So that's it for there. We haven't done anything with applied energistics. We haven't done anything with solar. And did we get any more mechanism? Oh, this one. I'm not going to claim this one. A buddy of mine was having problems in his world and said that there was a function of mechanism that wasn't working. He didn't think it was working in the pack. So I jumped on the server. I went into creative mode. I built one of these to try it. And then I threw it away. I did not keep it. Just threw it over the edge. I just wanted to try it to see if it worked. So I could let him know if he was doing something wrong or if it was something in the pack. It is, in fact, in the pack that it does not work the way it used to work. So we'll talk about that when we get there. But I did throw all that stuff over the balcony into the void. I did not want to keep it. I said it was just for a test. So you definitely won't find any of those on there. And I will not claim it until we actually build the machine for realsies. So we will be honest in our reward collection here. So let's get these ingots out of our inventory and get this heart out of our inventory. Actually, do we have enough hearts to do a full heart? Because I think that's also a reward. Oh yeah. Let's see if we can get that one as well. So that should be 2 halves. 2 halves make a whole. Well, I know it's not enabled, but give me the reward. I'm guessing it doesn't give you the reward if hardcore is not activated. Oh no, I gotta build more junk. What the crap, man? Okay, fine. We'll build more crap. So let's open these bad boys up. Bacon. Oh, fair enough. Flask of Fleet Feet. You know, these rewards are starting to kind of stink. Punji sticks. Bleh. RF gauges. Bleh. If you don't know, punji sticks you use to kill mobs. They're meh. I mean, they're like okay, but they're not all that great. These RF meters, you can just slap them on a machine and they'll tell you how much power is in that machine. That's all they're good for. I'm not a huge fan. I don't even know if you can take it off. Yeah, you can. Bleh. Kind of a useless reward, to be honest with you. Magnet, we've already gotten one. Ring of Experience, we've already got. These suck. Magnet. Superheating element. Well, I guess, you know, meh. We don't really have a whole lot of use for it anymore, but we could replace our Yellorium block with a superheating element, and now it's at 120 times instead of whatever it was with the Yellorium, which is significantly smaller. But you see, I'm not even using this crucible anymore. We're doing it all with one crucible, so kind of a lame one, to be honest with you. Come on, no whammies, no whammies. Give me one good one. One good one. Boo! Oh my goodness. All these we opened were just horrible. But, hey, sometimes you win some. Sometimes. Whoa, wait. Maybe this is the win. Maybe this is the win we're looking for. Iridium? Sorry, buddy. Pink slime? Nope. Tree oil? Nope. Conductive iron. I think I have that one. Actually, let me check my... I've actually written down all the cows I've gotten. There are so many to keep up with. I I just couldn't keep up, so I actually had to go write them all down. Yep, conductive iron we do have. So sorry, bud. You did. The good thing is, while I have killed a ton of cows, it's kept me fed. I've got, all the steak I could want. So that's the thing. Look at all this steak. I may have killed a few cows. Sorry. It's a thing. It's just a thing. Anyway, let's get this nonsense out of our inventory. Get rid of that and get rid of that. But I think that is all the time I got for today here in my Santa hat. And there's only a couple days till Christmas, folks. Only a couple days left. Tell me, what are you going to do for Christmas? I am going to be hanging out with my kids and my grandkid, and that is going to be awesome. So, until next time, get out there and make some noise. See ya!